ain't no surprise. Every other night another movie getting paid. Jump to the heart, no stand. You gon' fuck around the town. Off this way, going on the show. I've been on the road, I don't care where I go, as long as I can get paid. Bad little fire, she been on my mind. As soon as I get back, she get straight. Do this all the time, this ain't no surprise. Every other night another movie getting made. Jump to the heart, don't stand too close. You gon' fuck around the town. Off this way, doing all these shows. I've been on the road, I don't care where I go, as long as I can get paid. Bad little fire, she been on my mind. As soon as I get back, she get straight. Do this all the time, this ain't no surprise. Every other night another movie getting made. Jump to the heart, don't stand too close. You gon' fuck around the town. Off this way, doing all these shows. I've been on the road, I don't care where I go, as long as I can get paid. Bad little fire, she been on my mind. As soon as I get back, she get straight. Do this all the time, this ain't no surprise. Every other night another movie getting made.
And welcome back to the Shed for another night of basketball in the CKL.
Yes, tonight we have the Heston Swathers versus the opposing Nickerson Panthers, not too far from down the road.
Yeah, a little bit of an interesting matchup. Heston girls are currently riding on a 17-game winning streak, so I'm intrigued to see how the Panthers are playing, stopping them. Your starters tonight for your Nickerson Panthers will be 5'5" senior Adele Morel, 5'2" senior Jaylee Groth, 5'8" freshman Brianna Bennett, 5'8" senior Rachel Nisley, and 5'6" sophomore Shaylee Powell.
And for the starting lineup for Heston Swathers, it'll be number 3, Kendall Brugan, number 5, Callie Yoder, number 15, Abby Proctor, number 35, Ava McGill, and number 44, who's a freshman, by the way, Jason Proctor.
Yeah, we've seen Jason Proctor step up in these last couple of weeks with Casey Mason having a couple of unfortunate injuries. So, I mean, it's good. I mean, she's been eased into the offense. She's been playing well as of lately, so.
So tonight, in my opinion, for the Nickerson Panthers, in order to stop Heston, they got to slow down their offense, make sure they don't get all those transition points that they're very good at doing, and they have shown lately. For Heston, they got to use their depth to their advantage and just keep that ball moving and keep the Nickerson Panthers on their toes at all times. So,
yeah, just make sure limit turnovers.
And for the Swathers, all you got to do is just do what you've been doing all year. Seems to be working for you, so.
Jump ball tonight will be Kendall Brugan and Adele Morel. Kendall Brugan wins the tip-off, passes to Callie Yoder in the corner, pump fakes, passes it back up to JC, gets stolen by Morel, taken in transition, stolen back by the Swathers, Kendall Brugan taking it down. Euro step, just off the mark, rebounded by Nickerson. Morel taking it back up, being guarded by Kendall Brugan. Bennett with it, passes back up to Morel, back out to Groth. Looks at the shot, doesn't take it. Stolen by Callie Yoder. Takes it down in transition. Pass to Kendall Brugan is off the mark again.
Just a few missed layups here in the start by the Swathers and a few uncharacteristic turnovers by Nickerson.
Yeah, just getting a little bit rushed.
Morel with it on the left side. Dribbles all the way to the right. Screen over to Nisley. Nisley being guarded by JC Proctor. Back to Morel. Her teammates where to go. Into Nisley. Nisley, 2 dribbles and throws it off the heel and off the mark. Swathers look to push once again. Bergen back to Proctor in transition for the layup is good. 2-0 Swathers.
Yeah, I'd really just like to see the Swathers to get settled down a little bit more on offense. A little bit of a couple of rush shots.
Morel with it, being guarded by Bergen over to Bennett. Bennett poked away by Bergen, and it will be possession to the Panthers. That's a good sign for the Swathers. Avery Crable and Casey Mason check in.
yeah, Casey Mason just came off of a concussion, I believe, from last week. Avery Crable also had a few injuries earlier in the year, and it's good to see both of them back.
2 seniors back on senior night. All senior lineup in here for the Swathers. Proctor on the wing, guarding. Oh my gosh. Bergen with it.
It's been a long day, I know.
Bergen passes it to Proctor on the wing. Bounce pass to Casey Mason inside is tipped away but kept by Kendall Bergen, and she drives it in for the layup. 4-0 Swathers. Morel will take it up, being guarded by in the full court by McGill. Passes to Powell on the wing. Bounce pass. It is nearly a backcourt. Groth has it. Passes back up to Morel. Back to Groth. Skip pass to Morel is short. Panthers are really focusing on getting Morel the ball, trying to get her good looks, and just trying to get her a couple buckets so she can get hot.
Yoder and Williams check in for the Swathers. Crable to inbound far side of the court. Bergen will jog it up just across the timeline. Over to Yoder. Looks like Nickerson in a little bit of a 2-3 zone. Over to Bergen on the wing. Looking for the skip. Isn't there. Williams will swing it to Yoder. Back to Williams. Back to Bergen. Into Mason down low. Pump fake. 2 dribbles and layup is good. 6-0 our score. Swathers win in here. 4:45 to go in the first period.
Bounce pass to Powell, stolen by Jaden Williams. She passes up to Callie Yoder. She drives inside, passes back out to Williams with the shot. Is just off the mark. Rebounded by Casey Mason, and she will be fouled. She will go to the line for 2. Yeah, it's a very good point. You know, senior night, have to get a lot of credit to these seniors. They've put a lot of work in these last 4 years. They've done a very good job of helping rebuild the program. First 2 seasons for these seniors, lost in sub-state, but these past 2 years, or last year, excuse me, they made it to state championship, but unfortunately lost. So hopefully this year they'll be looking to get that win.
Morel with it. Over to Nisley. Nisley dribbles. Stolen by Bruggen. Throws it inbounds, and Bruggen sprints down the floor. Off to Jace Proctor. 15-foot jump shot is money. Nisley dribbles. 3-on-1. Now it's 5-on-5. Out to Groth. Her 3 is way off the mark, and the Swathers retain possession. And they're pushing again. Bergen with it. Pass batted by Morel. Over to Mason. Mason to Williams.
Passes to J.C. Proctor in the short corner is missed by Casey.
Good high-low action there by the Swathers.
Morel will take it. Being guarded by Kendall Bruggen at the half court. Passes it to Groth. She looks inside, passes it to Powell. Passes back up to Morel, passes to Nisley. Tries to post up Casey Mason, but passes back out to Morel. Takes a shot. It's cash. Good shot by Adeline Morel. Adele Morel, excuse me.
And the Swathers get it out and push. Bruggen on the left side for 3.
Cash. Good shot by Kendall Bruggen brings the Swathers lead up to 9 points on the night. You know, Panthers look a little bit flustered right now. They don't really seem to know what to do with the Swather D. So hopefully they can get things settled down. You know, just swing the rock and just get something going.
Yeah, just limiting turnovers and making sure not giving any extra possession to Heston. So far, as scorers with 2 minutes 58 seconds left for Heston, Kendall Bruggen with 5, Abby Proctor with 2, Casey Mason with 3, and Jason Proctor with 2.
And for your Nickerson Panthers, the leading scorer and only scorer for Nickerson, a Daly Morel with 3 points.
Groth with it to Morel. back to Morel. Morel dribbling it up. Over to Groff. Ball screened by Nisley over to Morel for another shot. Just short, and Ava McGill with the rebound. Ava McGill over to Yoder. Yoder for three. Short. Good tip out by J.C. Proctor. Yoder all the way around. And back up top, and J.C. Proctor threw it off of Ava McGill's face to the Panthers. I sense in the gym tonight the energy is very dead.
Yeah, there's not a lot of people here. You can't help it, though. It's cold.
It is very cold.
It's freezing on the way in here.
It's cold. It's a Thursday night.
Yeah, weird Thursday night.
There's a play going on just down the hallway.
Oh, yeah.
Forgot about that, no.
Should we talk about Friday night, though?
We will later, that's for sure.
Lehman with it, passes up to McGill. Back out to Caliota on the wing. Tries to bounce pass. It will be off Morel's foot. It will remain Swather ball. Ashley Lehman to inbound. Pass up to Yoder. Fake. Pass to J.C. Proctor in the corner. Up to Callie Yoder again. Out to McGill on the wing. Bounce pass. Looks for something. Passes back up to Yoder. Back out to Lehman. Good ball movement by the Swathers. It will be off J.C. Proctor's hands, and it will go to Nickerson. Morel to inbound. Swathers remain in this press, but back off. Groth with it, being guarded by Yoder. Almost stolen, and throws it away. A little bit of miscommunication.
Kendall Brugan and Avery Crable checking for Heston. I don't believe, has Nickerson, they've had one sub, it looks like.
Yeah. Just by looking down, it doesn't seem like Nickerson has a lot of subs. So, yeah, maybe that'll play a big factor in this game.
Proctor with it. Over to Crable. Yoder, 18-footer off the mark. 17-footers off the mark. Panther basketball. Morel to inbound. Into Groth in the corner. Oh, at the bounce. Sorry, I couldn't see that.
I think something that's good for teams, especially playing, I mean, a little bit of a bad matchup for the Panthers, but I think for the Swathers, a big thing for them is not playing down to your opponent's level, because it's a very easy thing to do. So you kind of just have to go out there and, you know, just play ball and just do what you need to do and go out there with the W, because it's very easy to underestimate teams.
Wise words, Peter.
Yeah.
Bergen with it, right wing. Over to Yoder, top of the key. Dribble, dribble. Proctor back to Yoder. Over to Bergen. Shoots from the out-of-bounds line.
Good shot by Kendall Brugan.
Almost shot that one out of bounds, but it's a three-pointer, so.
It will be tipped away by Callie Yoder. Swathers are not letting off the press. Nothing easy tonight for the Panthers. Tipped away by Callie, but it will be stolen by Crable after she stole it from Nisley. Kendall Brugan would take it inside. Callie Yoder pump fakes. Back out to Kendall. She dribbles around the perimeter, throws it inside for Proctor. She takes a shot. She will be fouled for two shots at the charity stripe.
My goodness.
A little bit of a tongue twister.
It's a struggle bus for everyone tonight.
Yeah. Her first free throw is nothing but the bottom of the net.
Peter pulling out all the old terms, bro.
Really expanding the vocabulary tonight.
Her second free throw is cash.
If you guys haven't noticed, there's one thing that Peter is eager to say every night, and he always gets it in somewhere. I wonder what it is tonight.
I know what you're thinking of, but I just can't think of it right now.
I do have something in mind, but I guess we'll have to see when I say it.
Nicely with it. Poked away by Crable. Proctor with it. Up to Bergen. Senior to senior, easy layup there for the Swathers.
Bruggen applying pressure to Bennett. Bruggen not letting off. It will, at the end of the first quarter, it will be 21-3 for your Heston Swathers. SSM would like to say thank you for the Beneficent Harlem Foundation for being a 2024-2025 sponsor. The Beneficent Harlem Foundation is reinvesting in rural Kansas communities with a focus on the revitalization of downtown Heston, economic development, child care services, and community wellness. So I know we say this every time, but right now in the huddles, what do you guys think that the coaches are saying?
For Coach Mason Bosworth for Nickerson, I believe, telling them you gotta limit the turnovers. Turnovers is what's killing Nickerson right now. This game, I mean, there's still 3 quarters left. Anything can happen, but until they figure out the turnovers, I don't think much will change.
They gotta be strong with the basketball too.
Gotta be strong with the basketball.
And for the Swathers, just keep your foot on the gas, don't let up. Yeah.
You know, I'll be excited to see what Coach Matt Richardson does maybe later in this game, playing some younger players that haven't played as much varsity this year, getting them some time. Hopefully getting some experience before a hopeful state tournament run this year like they had last year.
Yeah, it also helped for the years to come. Callie Yoder dribbles inside, passes to Kendra Bruggen in the corner. She takes it inside, passes back out to Abby Proctor. Back to Ava McGill. Up to Callie Yoder. She takes a 3, is off the mark, bounces off. Kendra Bruggen would take the shot, it would be good. Groth has it. Being guarded by Callie.
Groth throws it into the backcourt, and the ball will just slowly roll out of bounds. Ava into Kendall. Kendall back to Yoder. Yoder to Abby Proctor. Abby Proctor back to Ava. Ava for 3. Right. Little Proctor with the rebound. Older Proctor with the bucket.
You know, I've never really thought of calling them younger and older Proctor. I've always had to say the full names.
Bennett has it. Tries to get across half court, but it'll be stolen by Kendall. She dumps it off to Ava. It'll be off the mark. Dumps it off to Callie. JC Proctor dribbles inside, passes to her sister, and her sister will make the shot off the window. Swathers lead 27-3 with 6 minutes and 25 seconds remaining.
Groth with it. Looks like she dribbled it on the baseline, and it will be Swather basketball. Set to check in for the Swathers are
Casey Mason, Avery Crable, and Jaden Williams. And then in for Nickerson, Rachel Nisley. I believe that's who that was.
Crable with it. Good high-low down to Casey Mason. Left-hand layup off the mark. She'll go in again, and it's good.
Swathers really feed off second chance points. They've done a very good job of grabbing offensive rebounds and just getting turnovers in general. Morel will take it, being tightly guarded by Ava. Ava will tip it out of bounds. It will remain Panther ball. Groth inbounds, passes up to Morel. Continues to be guarded by Ava. Very good defense. Nowhere to go. She takes the screen. Played very well by the Swathers. Pass up to Nisley. She tries to dribble inside, but stumbles and travels. It'll be Swather ball. Jaden Williams will take it up. Pass out to Kendall Brugan on the wing. Back up to Jaden. Back to Ava on the wing. Back to Jaden. She dribbles inside. Tough bucket by Jaden Williams.
Way to be aggressive by the young sophomore. And Morel with it in the full court. Looks like Swather's backed off their press. Morel screened by Nisley. Nisley pick and roll. Picked off by Williams. To Brugan. Again, same spot she went from earlier.
Bang! Good shot by Kendall Brugan. Deep three. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Morel will take it. Groth has it on the wing. Takes Jaden off to dribble, but nowhere to go. Passes up to Morel. Passes back out to Groth. Gets screened. It will be tipped by the Swathers, but Morel will get it back. Passes up to Powell, and she will be fouled, but I believe it will be on the floor.
Very few fouls this game is what I've noticed. Only maybe four, yeah, 3 or 4. Not very many.
Yeah, Swathers has done a good job of getting their hands in and just
Got it.
tipping away the balls without reaching too much. It will be stolen by Jaden Williams. She takes it inside with a nice layup. Good bucket.
Bankston with it in the full court. Over to Morel. Morel dribble. Waiting for her teammates to come open. Into Nisley. Out to Morel. Morel looks to shoot. Finds her shot. Off the mark. And out of bounds. Off of Nisley. It will be Swather basketball.
What do you think the most points scored in a single game is for the Heston girls? Have to be maybe like in the 70s or 80s, right?
I don't think I could tell you that, Peter.
I thought you were going to say like individual. I think it's like
Yeah.
40 or something. I don't even know if Kendall has a record or not.
No, I believe the closest Kendall's gone is about like 30 around their points. But I think the record is like 42 or something like that. So
Yeah, I think she had 36 up at Wamego, but
Yeah.
I don't think she's came. I don't know.
she's gone pretty close.
Oh, yeah.
And I would not be surprised if she ends up breaking it in this run. Morel has it. Callie Yoder picks her up on the full court. Being screened by Bankston. Morel dribbles, passes out to Bankston. She gets a screen, passes back out to Nisley. She posts up Rianne Grillo with the shot is blocked. Abby Proctor will take it, passes up to Callie. Bounce pass to Jaden, but she will double dribble. It will be Nickerson ball.
Number 5, Jaylee Groth checks in for Nickerson.
Do you guys prefer winter or summer?
Summer.
Summer. You know, I like. Well, okay, I take that back. I like. Yeah, I like spring more, but
Just like you're in the winter, and then all of a sudden there's just that week where it's like 60 degrees and
Yeah.
sunny. It's just beautiful.
Oh, it's about to be 60 degrees next week, by the way.
I find that odd because, you know, it's been like -10 the last 3 days, and it's going to be 60
It's
after
Kansas.
that.
It's Kansas, boys.
Yeah, it's weird. No, I like summer. I like winter when it snows, but I don't like it when it's just cold for no reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's also really weird right now because the school schedule's all messed up,
Yeah,
and
it's so weird.
it's like, oh, we have two
many days
this
off,
week,
yeah.
and next week got the ACT, and all that's messed
Ooh,
up and
that's gonna be
everything.
fun for
You
isn't it?
have the ACT. We've already been through that pain.
I've already taken it, so it's my second rodeo. Good
Grant Grillo will get the layup off the rebound.
You guys get the day off on Tuesday then?
We do.
Yeah. Get to
God,
sleep in.
Sleep in.
Oh man, it's gonna be real nice to sleep in on a Tuesday night or Tuesday, Eli.
Monday night, you mean, Peter?
Yeah.
Yeah, got to be at school bright and early for that one, but it'll be good.
So far, I believe Nickerson takes a timeout. Heston leads 40-3 with 2 minutes remaining in the second period. All right, boys, I got a would you rather. Out of any superpower, no basic, but it's a good talk. What superpower would you want out of anything?
Super speed.
Out of anything you want super
Out
speed?
of anything, I want super speed.
Okay.
My most wanted superpower would be to be really smart.
What'd you say?
I want to be really smart.
Oh, okay.
Well, you really need that one.
Yeah, so I can literally make myself super speed with like metal and stuff.
That's one way to think about it.
Eli?
I would definitely be like, I'd be pro flying. I'd want to fly, yeah.
Me too. I'm flying. Like, imagine just being able to be in the clouds and
That or invisibility.
Well, being super smart, you can literally fly too. Just make something.
well, I mean, we can fly now in
Being
planes.
super
but-
smart is by far the
Connor
best
just thinking
superpower
outside the
ever.
box.
Well, I think like flying would just be so much fun because
No, I agree.
you can like, flips in the air and like whatever you want.
I don't think you'd be able to fly though, Connor, like with just yourself.
I could literally be Iron Man.
Connor just wants to think outside the box.
Hey, I'll give it to you. It was a good thought process.
Powell
Thank
will
you.
take it on the inbound, passes up to Morel. She crosses over, passes back to Groth on the wing. She dribbles inside, pulls it back out, passes up to Bennett. Handoff, it will be stolen by Ava. She takes the layup, and it is good. Good contact layup by Ava McGill. Swather's backing off the press a little bit. Groth will take it up. Throws it up and stolen by JC. Ashley Lehman with the transition. Throws it off the backboard for Casey Mason. Good assist by Ashley Lehman.
Swather's just trading buckets. Morel with it in the full court. Overthrows her teammate, and Bruggen in transition. Left-handed scoop shot layup off the mark. JC Proctor sweeps it up and gets the bucket. Swathers are cleaning the floor right now. Up 46-3, Nickerson basketball.
Kendall Bruggen will rip it away. And she takes the hard foul as she will go to the line for two.
Fouls on Morel, her first personal foul.
So a little bit of something I've thought about.
Second person.
So say you're in a fast break and you pass somebody the ball and they get fouled and they make both free throws. I feel like that should count as an assist.
No.
No, I
Because
disagree.
they didn't make the shot in transition.
Well, but if they get fouled, they can't do anything about it if you think about it.
That doesn't mean you should get an assist, though.
You just go up stronger, Peter.
Yeah, just go
It's just
stronger.
for stat padding, honestly.
Yeah, we know. You're a little stat patter.
Stat padding's good, honestly. Morel will take it up.
.30 seconds to go here in the first half. Morel dribbling right. Ashley Lehman on her. Switch. Swather switching screens over to Groff and fouled by Bruggen. That will be her first personal foul, team second.
I would like to mention at the end of this game, stay tuned on the stream because all the basketball players and cheerleaders for HESSTON are going to have their senior night. So all of those seniors will be introduced.
Morel dribbles on top of the key. Nothing there. Passes out to Powell. Back to Morel. Back to Groth. Back up to Bennett. Pump fakes. Nothing there. Back out to Groth. 5 seconds remaining. 4. Bennett, nothing can do, and Morel will just chuck up the shot. And the Swathers will go into halftime with a 45-point lead over the Nickerson Panthers.
So far for HESSTON, scoring-wise, this might be a little inaccurate. I apologize for that. Jaden Williams with 4, Kendall Bruggen with 19. Abby Proctor with 11, Casey Mason with 7, Rianne Grillo with 2, Ava McGill with 2, and JC Proctor with 4.
And for your Nickerson Panthers, number 2, Adelie Morel, top scorer tonight with 3 points.
So we'll be back here for the second half here in about 9 minutes. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to the second half of the Hesston Swathers versus Nickerson Panthers. Zach was messing with my mic a little bit as I was speaking, Zach. That's not very kind of you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Never hurt to play a few games here and there.
Connor really needs to hustle up here or he might be a little bit late. Abby Proctor will inbound the ball. Connor Graber is currently eating a pizza very slowly while slowly walking up to the booth.
He's always tardy up here. We've got to start finding him for that.
Abby Proctor will take it. Pass this to Yoder on the free throw line. Bounce pass to JC. Avery with the shot is tipped away but kept by the Swathers as she bounce passes to Ashley. Callie takes it inside, pulls it back out. Passes back to Ashley. Callie Yoder would take the shot, is no good. A couple of unlucky bounces. But Avery will get on the floor and there will be a jump ball, but it will be Nickerson Panther ball.
Welcome back, Connor.
Starting this half for the Swathers, Ashley Lehman and Avery Crable in place of Brugan and McGill. God, it took me a little bit. Nisley with it on the wing. Over to Morrell, over to Groth. Stolen by Ashley Lehman, the state cross-country winner team participant.
Yeah, she might be one of the most accoladed athletes on this floor right now. I mean, how many years? She's won like the 800, the 400, the 100, the
second in pole vault.
Second in pole vault. I think they've placed in 4x1, right? 4x4 maybe even.
What place did the girls get at state last year?
I don't even know. I think they got first. Didn't they get first in the 4x1?
I'm thinking lead. No, she takes a shot. It makes a three as we were just speaking on her.
As a team. Last year, they get third.
Oh, I'm really not for sure.
Okay, I think they got
I think
third.
they did pretty well, though.
I think they got third or second, and Ashley had almost all of their points.
Is Ashley does she have a D1 offer?
I'm sure. I don't think so yet, but she's been visiting a lot of D1 schools for track, so we'll see how that goes. Get her another shot.
Back to back.
Ooh, that would have been crazy.
Almost spoke it into existence.
Almost.
JC Proctor looks for the three, doesn't take it, passes back to Ashley, up to Abby, back to Avery, back to JC. She goes up and she is fouled as she will go to the charity stripe for 2 shots.
You know, it's good to see other players taking the shots. Players that just don't get as much playing time and their names aren't as big right now, but will definitely have a future for Hesston Swather basketball.
Mass substitution here for the Swathers: Bergen, Grillo, Williams, and McGill. Proctor's second free throw. Nothing but the bottom. What do you guys have any trips planned this summer?
Yeah, my friends and I might go on a senior trip, as we've discussed it a little bit, but we might go to the Gulf Shores of Alabama.
Uh-oh.
Why?
That's probably the appropriate response to have.
Peter and his friends going to the Gulf?
The Gulf of now America.
Yeah.
Yep.
Officially? Question mark?
Yeah.
Well,
it's on Google Maps.
Google Maps,
it's on
so
Google
it's
Maps.
pretty official.
Yeah, you guys going anywhere? You two going anywhere?
I believe somewhere in Florida, but that's all I know.
I have no idea what I'm doing this summer, Eli.
What about you, Eli?
I don't know.
Just kind of do
My
whatever.
family usually
flow?
plans vacations a week before we go on them, so.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
Casey Mason takes a shot, is off the window and in, as the Swathers will lead by 54 points in the third quarter.
Boys game to follow right after this one's over.
Yeah, a lot of implications on the line for. Oh, I thought that was in at first. The net moved, but it was just a little bit below. But as I was saying, a little bit of implication for the boys as today and tomorrow's game could really affect their seeding for sub-state. And, I mean, I bet they preferably want to be on Nemaha's side, but
Yep.
who knows? They
Girls.
got to go out there and play ball.
Hesston girls tomorrow. Pending a victory here tonight, we'll go down and play Haven for, if they win that, they win the CKL, I believe.
I believe they've already won it.
They already won it?
I mean,
Or does a win tonight get it for them?
assuming they win tonight, I believe, because they are 17-0, I believe Haven has 2 losses. And then, well, no, Halstead will be in
Halstead
second.
has 1, but we have the head-to-head, so
So, yeah, I think we win it.
we clinch it tonight.
Yeah, I believe
win.
so. And then boys will clinch it tomorrow if they beat Haven tonight, and if they beat
Winner of that.
if they beat Nickerson tonight and Haven tomorrow. they will
Winner.
clinch it.
Gross shot takes a couple of bounces, but bounces out as Jaden will take it up, passes to Kendall on the wing, and her shot is no good.
McGill tracks it down. Over to Williams, and we got a timeout for subs from Matt Richardson. Lehman, Little Proctor, Yoder.
Crable, Yoder, and it looks like Warden.
Yep.
Kylie Warden, yeah.
Young group in for the Swathers. You'll see a lot of these girls next year on the Swathers team, as they're all young.
So as we were just talking about sub-state, I will read through all of the schools that are in the Halstead sub-state that are with Hesston. So that's going to be
Here.
Harper, Chaparral.
Just wait. We'll pull up the standings too.
Oh, okay.
They
Yeah,
have the
we'll do
standings.
that later then.
Swathers lead by 57 points with 3 minutes and 46 seconds remaining over the visiting Nickerson Panthers.
We'll just go.
You know, boys, at this point, every game that goes by is one less game up here on the booth for me, Connor, and Zach. Kind of
Yeah.
sad to think about.
I know.
Our
Time was
first
quick.
and only year, boys.
Yeah, I mean, can't say our goodbyes yet. We still have a couple of more games, so, but
What if we go to state? And what if we announce at state?
that would be really cool, but I doubt we will.
No,
That'd be
they hire professionals for that, Peter.
All we ask
Hey, we're the
Eli is just,
professionals, Eli.
What?
We're the professionals.
Yeah, I know.
all we ask Eli is just remember us when we're gone next year.
Oh, we will. I will. That's for sure.
As Groth takes it up at the Swather. Bankston at the free throw line. Groth takes a shot. It will be short, but tipped away by, I'm not sure. She's not on the roster, but it will be Swather ball. As Ashley Lehman passes to Kylie Warden, the sophomore, excuse me. Back out to Ashley, back to Kylie, back to Ashley, back to JC, back to Kylie. Kylie takes a shot, is bounced in. Good shot by Kylie Warden.
Speaking of Swather SSN legacy and you guys leaving your mark, congrats to Katie Gaston for getting married.
Oh,
The old SSN teacher at Hesston last year. Was that last weekend?
I believe so,
Yeah.
yeah.
I believe it was on Saturday.
The day after Valentine's Day.
Very romantic.
Groth takes a shot, is no good. Rebounded by Avery. She looks deep but doesn't pass it as she bounce passes to Callie and she takes it up.
Nickerson just trying to get anything to fall at this point. JC Proctor's 16-footer is good from the baseline. Swather's lead 67-3 with 2 minutes to go here in the third period.
And that timeout is called by Nickerson. So I will now read off the sub-state for both teams here tonight. Hesston first, they're going to be in the Halstead region. So they're going to be, Hesston's going to be, as of right now, these are scores, or these are records as of right now. Hesston 17-0, Halstead 16-1, Riley County 14-4, Cheney 13-5, southeast of Saline 13-5, Haven 13-5, Nemaha Central 12-6, Minneapolis High School 10-6, Garden Plain 10-7, Wichita Trinity Academy 9-8, Marysville 8-10, Belle Plaine 7-11, Wichita Collegiate 7-11, Smoky Valley 6-11, Chaparral 5-11, and Council Grove 5-14. So that is going to be the Halstead region. I believe the first 2 rounds are hosted by the higher seeding at their home.
And then the championship is.
And then the championship is in Halstead for the 2 sides. Because I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe 2 teams from each sub-state move on to state.
So it's broken up into, you're seeded 1 through 16, and you're broken up on two 8-team, basically 2 8-team tournaments. And the winners of both those go to the state tournament.
Yes.
Is there a specific reason that they changed the format this year?
I think it's that you didn't load sub-states as much and get a few better teams into state.
As Bankston takes a shot, Zaylee Jewell tries to save it but can't, as Groth will take it out for the inbound. Passes to Bankston on the short corner, passes back to Groth. She takes it, dribbles up. Bounce pass. Bankston takes a shot, is off the mark. Jenny Williams being guarded. As she dribbles around, passes to Grillo on the corner, back to Williams, back to McGill, and she takes a 3, is no good. Rebounded by Mason though. Her shot is no good. Rian Grillo gets on the floor. It will be jump ball, and it will remain Heston basketball.
You guys got any more talking points we can talk about?
I mean, eventually I'll go over the Nickerson sub-state that is at Scott City when we have a little bit of a break here.
That's a drive.
Yeah,
You had to go there
is.
for football. It's like a 3.5-hour drive.
3.5 hours.
Don't even remind me of that day.
Didn't help that it was maybe 20 degrees, 20-mile-an-hour wind, and sleeting the whole time during the game. So probably not the most pleasant experience we've ever had.
Groth takes a shot, is off the backboard as Williams will take it up.
That bus ride was pretty long.
You know, but at the same time, it was kind of relaxing.
It was kind of relaxing.
Chill with the blanket and pillow. And
got out of school early.
yeah.
Mason's shot brings the score to 69-3 for the Swathers. Groth bounce passes to Bankston. Back to Groth. Dribbles around the top of the key. Nowhere to go. Throws it up to Nisley. And it will be Nickerson ball.
Yeah, just a struggle getting shots to fall and retaining possessions for the Panthers through this game. But valiant effort. They haven't gave up. They're still chugging, still going. But yeah,
Morrell dribbles at the top of the key, jab step, not a jab step, crossover, back to Morrell. Lobs it up for Nisley. As she looks for the shot, nothing there. Back to Bankston. I believe there's two, or not twins, but sisters for Nickerson, as in Caitlin Bankston and Cynthia Bankston.
good job, Peter.
Throws it up for Morrell. Couple of seconds remaining on the clock as Nisley chucks up the shot, but rebounded by Nickerson, but she will step out of bounds, and it will be Swather basketball.
10 seconds to go in the third. Williams will dribble it up. Pass over to Warden. Warden to Grillo. Back to Warden. Someone needs to shoot it. Up to Williams. Shots off the mark. End of the third period. And the seniors will check in for the Swathers.
You know, a little bit of a deficit for the Panthers as they hopefully they can get something going on offense here in the fourth quarter. Just really just trying to get something going as Connor's making some goofy faces up here, trying to make me laugh.
No, I'm not.
But
As I mentioned, so sub-state, Nickerson will be competing in, and I believe records don't matter. So it doesn't matter what your record is. If you win, you're going to state. So anything can happen in these sub-states, which is why I like this new format that they have. Halstead will be traveling to Nickerson. So it's going to start with Colby. They're going to be 17-2. Southwestern Heights 16-4. Holcomb 15-4. Ellsworth 12-5. Goodland 13-6. Scott Community 10-8. Beloit 9-8. Larned 9-8. Russell 10-9. Lakin 9-9. Cimarron, my goodness, 8-11. Norton 8-11. Hoisington 6-12. Kingman 5-12. Lions 2-14, and Nickerson 1-17. But as I mentioned, records don't matter because you can win. If you win out, you're going to state.
yeah, I mean, especially in the playoffs, I mean, teams can really turn up in that time, so you never really know who's going to make it or not. Morel dribbles on top of the key, tries to set up an offense as Groth goes to the corner. Back to Morel. Back to Groth. Bounce pass to Bankston. Back to Groth. Back to Bankston. Back to Morel. She takes a three. It's cash! Good shot by Morel. She cuts down the lead to 63 points in tonight's game. This was movies is made of.
Off with it in the full court. Bumped by Bergen. That'll be Kendall's second foul.
And another mass substitution in for Heston. It's going to be J.C. Proctor, Ashley Lehman, Rianne Grillo, Jaden Williams, and Kylie Warden.
Yeah, you just got to give it up for these seniors. A lot of work these past couple of years. As I mentioned before, done a very good job of reestablishing this program, you know, setting a new culture. Yeah, I mean, just overall very good job, very dedicated effort. Groth inbound, back to Morel, back to Groth. Groth takes a shot, is short, rebounded by Lehman. Been very good player here in the second half of the Swathers. As she throws it up for Kylie Warden, she takes a shot off the window. It is good.
Groth with it in the full court. Over to Bankston. Bankston just dribbling into Morel. Morel 15-footer.
Hey!
Ooh, nice little floater by Adeline Morel.
Morel
Adele
is
Morel.
on fire.
Adele Morel, excuse me.
How many
Back
points
to
does she have,
Lehman.
Peter?
What?
How many points does she have, Connor?
She has 9.
She has 8.
Sorry, she has 8.
How could she have 9 if they only have 8 points, Peter? Or not Peter, God, Connor. Jeez.
Maybe Connor does need that superpower.
Morel with it being guarded by Williams. Down to Groth. Groth to Morel. Morel back to Groth. Wide open three for Groth. Off the mark, and Williams will get the rebound. Williams, 2 dribbles, up to J.C. Proctor. J.C. Proctor, left-hand layup is good. Morel to bring it back up for the Panthers.
Something good to point out. This is probably your future Swathers right here. Other than Callie Yoder, she's on the bench right now, but this is your future Swathers that can lead you to wins and just scoring points.
Morel top of the key.
Ooh! Morel is on fire as she brings Nickerson's point total up to 11, as she is the leading and only scorer. As Rianne Grillo comes right back with a bucket off the window. As Morel dribbles up, passes to Groth, back to Morel, and she heat check.
Hey!
Shot by Adele Morel. She has 14 points on the night.
She's feeling it.
Heating up a little bit. Back to Grillo. Drop step inside, rebounds her own shot is good.
Kind of looked like Angel Reese there for a second.
Yeah, a little bit of a stat pad.
Yeah, definition of stat padding, that's Angel Reese for you.
It will be a foul on Jaden Williams as Zayla got it?
Zayla Ray.
Zayla Ray.
Brennan Anderson and
AJ Reef.
AJ Rife. Is it
Reef.
Rife or
I
Reef?
think it's Reef.
I think it's Reef.
I've heard Rife.
Really?
Yeah, that's what Jared Humphrey said.
Oh, okay,
Really?
then I would trust
Okay,
Jared.
then I guess
they're
it's
dating.
Rife.
But imagine he comes out and says he never said that. I wouldn't be surprised.
Ah, you good.
Swathers continue to play very good defense here.
Gotta get a hand up.
As the freshman gets a turnover, dribbles inside, bounce pass to AJ Rife, and it will be a bucket.
Freshman to freshman there. Bucket for the Swathers. 79-14.
And as I did mention earlier, stay tuned. At the end of this game, we're gonna be introducing all of the senior basketball players and all of the senior cheerleaders as a part of senior night.
Are we doing the band too or not?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Either way, just stay tuned for that.
Tuned.
Yep. Final technical home game. There will be probably at least another home game or two here for Hesston.
AJ to bring it up in the full court. Over to Anderson. Anderson over to AJ, over to Kylie, back to Kylie. Into Zayla, back to Kylie. Kylie, 2 dribbles, middle of the lane. Bounce pass to Rian. Rian out to Brennan. Brennan for a shot. Just off the mark. And we got a rebound by Nisley. Muscled it away from Grillo there.
On Mock will take it up. Connor's getting a little bit of the giggles right now. I'm not sure why, but
Oh, just this is so I just thinking to myself and just something funny popped in my brain. So
minute 30 left as Onmok will take free throw, and her first free throw is no good.
Swathers with 3 freshmen, a sophomore, and a junior in the ball game.
Her second free throw is no good as it rebounded by Ray. Back
AJ
to Rife.
AJ over to Brennan. Brennan on the wing. Back to Anderson. Anderson dribble drive out to Kylie. Zayla Ray on the baseline. 15-footer's no good. AJ with the rebound out to Kylie. Kylie looking to drive in. Kylie throws up off the window, off the mark. Nickerson gets the rebound. 79-14 with 30 seconds to go here in the ball game.
And you got to give Nickerson credit. I mean, they're still playing hard. They're still giving it their all.
Onmok with the 3 is no good. Sorry, what were you saying, Zach?
You just got to give credit to Nickerson. They're still on the floor, going for the ball, still being aggressive despite the score. So you can never be mad at playing hard.
Yeah.
Swathers will dribble it out, and that will conclude a dominant senior night victory for the 5 seniors of the basketball team. Brugan, Proctor, Mason, Crable, and McGill. 79-14 is our final score here in the shed. Well-rounded game by both teams.
So scoring for Hesston Swathers, Jaden Williams with 6, Kendall Brugan with 22, Ashley Lehman with 3, Abby Proctor with 11, Casey Mason with 11, Avery Crable with 2, Rianne Grillo with 6, Kylie Warden with 5, Ava McGill with 2, JC Proctor with 10, and AJ Rife with 2.
and for your Nickerson Panthers, Adalie Morel had 14 points tonight.
So that'll do it here, Hesston versus Nickerson girls. Make sure to stay tuned to hear the senior night of the basketball players and cheerleaders and possibly band members, and we're not for sure, but make sure to stay tuned.
And also for the boys game coming up.
Yep.